I'm Hannah, and I'm the teaching pastor here at Urban Village Church, welcoming you to this Ash Wednesday meditation, which will be available to you Wednesday evening or whenever you want it if you can't make it to one of our ashing stations throughout the city, in order to celebrate, to honor this holy day of beginning our Lenten season. Some of us have been celebrating Ash Wednesday our entire lives, and for others of us, this might be a completely new religious day. And so we want to talk a little bit about what Ash Wednesday means and what it can mean, depending on your spiritual journey and community and where you are. Ash Wednesday, as we said, kicks off Lent, 40 days plus Sundays of counting down to Easter, the miracle of resurrection of Jesus Christ, the greatest miracle most of us have ever known. But we spend the time preparing for that miracle, remembering just how much of life doesn't always seem like a miracle, trying to prepare our hearts and souls for what's hard about being alive, and for the fact that life doesn't last forever.
We try, we fail, do too little, too late. We wish we could walk away. We hurt, we're hurt, nothing seems to work. We don't know what to say. Forgive us, forgive us. We know not what we do. Be with us, be with us. We don't know what to do. What's wrong, what's right, hard to see.
Ashes mean something different to every one of us, depending on where we're at in our spiritual journeys and where we are at in our communities. Sometimes they're a reminder that nothing lasts forever. So let's really live life while we have it and remember its preciousness, its extraordinary qualities, and go out and live for as long as we have. For some of us, it's a reminder that nothing lasts forever, and so whatever we are enduring today will not be the only thing that ever happens to us, as well as that whatever joy we have, let's appreciate it. For others of us, it's a reminder of the reality of death in a culture sometimes obsessed with denying it, that death and grief are a part of our humanity, a part of our experience with God and one another, and we don't have to deny them or sweep them under the rug. We are dust. We came from dust, to it we shall return. This isn't something to be afraid of, but something we can embrace, that all of those we've lost, we will rejoin in a kind of cosmic, epic dustiness that is as much of an invitation from God as it is a reminder that, your body is a body. It is imperfect and wonderful, and it's going to change over time. So whatever Ash Wednesday means to you this day, this launching of a time of self-reflection, of spiritual deepening, of figuring out where you are and who you are so that you can live into resurrection fully come April, we invite you to be a part of it.
Forgive us, forgive us. We know not what we do. Be with us, be with us. We don't know what to do. We don't know how to pray.
A few years ago, at the very beginning of the pandemic, a friend of mine who was doing work in a very rural area in another country, and so just didn't have access to a church service or an Ash Wednesday service, messaged me and said, I saw you're doing Ash Wednesday at train stations. This might not be possible, but is it possible for you to online bless me? Can you online ash me? And I said, well, I of course can pray for you. And I offered a prayer. But also, you don't need a pastor or a church service in order to celebrate this particular act with God. Remember the community that is with you always, and you can grab some dirt from wherever you are outside. It doesn't even have to be ash. If you have ash, great, you're ahead of the game, and we mailed ash to anyone who requested it at UVC. But you can take some dirt with a little bit of oil, and it'll do the same act of membering and remembering that ash would do. And you can take it and you can put it on your forehead in the shape of a cross. The place where we remember that we die, but that death is never the end of the story. The place where we remember that the state and people can harm and kill, but they cannot stop God, and that we continue to have sprouts of life springing forward from the most challenging situations. And you can say to yourself with that cross, from dust I have come, to dust I will return. And I will say it to you in blessing. From dust you have come, to dust you shall return. You are made of stardust and dirt dust and the atoms of everything that has ever lived. In you is the work of God. You are God's child. And you are invited to live differently because of all that we know about who God is and who we can be. Go forth into the world, someone who knows that nothing lasts forever, and someone who is not afraid of it. Someone who can hold on to life, who cannot be afraid of death, who knows that we are sometimes messed up, and that's a part of the story, and that we never stop being able to forgive ourselves, to forgive others, and to experience God's invitation to radical transformation. Amen. We will finish this meditation with a song, a beautiful one called Forgive Us from the band The Many. We encourage you to go check out their YouTube channel, all of their social media channels. The Many have been good friends to us, and they are incredible creators of spiritual music for all times, all places. And you'll see singing here Darren Calhoun, who will be our online host for the next many Sundays of worship. So if you'd like to join us for online worship, come by any Sunday at 10:30, or just look at the playlist to worship with us whenever during the week you need a little bit of time of communion with God. God bless you.
Forgive us, forgive us. We know not what we do. Be with us, be with us. We don't know what to do. We don't